What's up, NavalX community? Today we've got someone else from the workforce, and I've got Captain Matt Audette. He's from Marine Corps Syscom. They're doing some really cool stuff. He's going to tell you who he is, what they do, and how they can help you. Matt, how's it going?
Good, welcome. Man. Glad to be here. Hello, I am Captain Matt Audette from Marine Corps Systems Command. I'm part of the Advanced Manufacturing Operations Cell, the ADOC. And what we are is we're the technical deep end for 3D printing within the Marine Corps. So what we provide to the program offices and to fleet commanders and Marines is that deep reach back. So if you have a problem with 3D printing, you need to have a part designed, you need to have a part validated. I'd like to see some engineering data behind something before I make the decision on whether or not I hang this part, or the ones that can reach out and get it for you.
Okay.
So we also manage the digital repository. So as Marines design 3D printable parts, they hang it on there, and Marines across the fleet can go through and use them. Marine in Camp Lejeune designs a solution, chances are a Marine in Okinawa is going to want it as well. So we curate that. We also run the part approval pipeline. So if a Marine in the fleet comes up with a solution to a problem that they're having, we're the ones that will take it to a program office, show it to the program office, and address their concerns. Hey, what do you think about the solution? Does it address it? Do we need to go through and do a redesign? What does it do? So what are the second and third order effects of this Marine design part? And we work to get their approval, and work with the program offices to get to yes. And one of the other things we do is we run the Marine Maker program. Okay. So we run skills training. So it's not just 3D printing, but CAD, rapid prototyping like laser cutting, how to operate a 3D printer, basic coding, programming, microcontroller sensors, giving Marines tools for the toolbox for them to be able to address their own problems. And so that way they can turn around and have agency in the outcome of a situation, be able to better come up with solutions to the problems they're having. So this way the problem doesn't start with them describing to an engineer what's wrong. Now they have the ability to go through, and when the conversation starts, they say, here's my problem, and I've got a prototype that I designed. I think the solution looks something like this.
So if I was a Marine and I had this problem, what are my steps to get a hold of you guys?
Yeah, so we have a 24/7 helpline. So the email is parts_helpdesk@usmc.mil.
And we'll put that in the comments below.
Yep. And we do have a 24-hour phone line. Now, it does go to the officer of the day, so okay. You won't be speaking to me at 2 a.m. in the morning. But if you do need me at 2 in the morning, the officer of the day will come and call me, and then we'll get a hold of you. And so you call, they leave a message, they make the determination, is this something that needs to happen now, or can it happen the next morning? And then they get a hold of us, and then we reach out. Okay,
so you guys can turn things around pretty quickly, it sounds like.
Yes, we can. Now, it's one of those things where, because it's a small team, we do have tiers. If it's one of those, hey, I have a good idea that needs to be developed, and somebody comes in, this is an urgent pressing issue for mission accomplishment, they jump in front of you in line.
Okay.
But what we also have is we have a network throughout the Marine Corps that we can reach out to. So it's not just my team that can do it. We can put you in contact with your local makerspace or your local AM training center, and the makers and fabricators that are local to you in order to help you get a better turnaround time.
Do you know how many maker spaces are in the Marine Corps right now, or guesstimate?
Yeah, so right now we have a makerspace on Camp Lejeune. We have an AM training center on Pendleton. There's a fabrication lab out at 29 Palms, and then there's another one. There's also a makerspace in Hawaii and Okinawa.
Okay, so we got about 6 maker spaces available to you Marines, available to you sailors, civilians. Marine Corps Syscom helps everyone in the DoD. Use these guys, they're here to help. Anything else you want to tell the workforce, Matt?
Yeah, so the most exciting part that I love about this is the cultural change that it enables. In the Marine Corps, it's, hey, if this is difficult, if something is tough, so of course it is, it's the Marine Corps, you deal with it. And so grit is part of our culture, but what is also part of our culture is our willingness to improvise and have homebrew solutions and then implement them. In every shop in the Marine Corps, there's that NCO that all Marines aspire to be. I aspired to be that Marine when I was younger. And so it's, here's how the book, and here's how the book says it gets done, and then over here's how we actually get the work done if you want to get it done quickly. And so what we do is we give the Marines those tools for their toolkit to be able to go through and start implementing that more. So we give them instead of just things like duct tape, 550 cord will on trying to affect a better solution, we can add into that toolbox things like CAD, 3D printing, basic programming, circuitry. And so that adds to it an ability to rapidly affect change, and also gives the Marine agency in that outcome.
Okay, fantastic. Marines, sailors, civilians, you heard it straight from Matt, straight from the source. Reach out to them. If you need them, reach out. If you can't get a hold of them, reach out to NavalX. We will connect you to them. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you having on today.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Glad
all
to
you
be
guys are doing. It's great work.